The UPR of Hungary rightly reflected a large number of human rights concerns, including hostility towards media and civil society, the government actions that compromise the independence of the judiciary, and the government's record on investigating domestic violence. Hungary wrongly stated that recommendations to respect the principle of non-refoulement are already in the process of implementation. But Human Rights Watch has recently documented routine pushbacks of asylum seekers, including unaccompanied children, an elderly person and a person with a disability at the Hungarian border. We deeply regret that Hungary rejected the recommendations to repeal the law that introduces transit zones at the border and a list of safe countries. Transit zones create a legal fiction that persons in the zone have not yet entered Hungary. Asylum claims are rejected without any meaningful review of their substance. An extremely low daily cap on the number of asylum seekers who can enter Hungary at its border crossings with Serbia leaves hundreds of people, including vulnerable asylum seekers, stuck outside the transit zones in dire conditions and without adequate humanitarian assistance. The situation has worsened since the adoption of a new law on July 5th, which enables Hungarian police to apprehend persons caught inside Hungarian territory within 8 kilometers of the border and push them back to the Serbian border. The Hungarian government similarly dismissed concerns on the credible allegation of use of excessive force against migrants and refugees, despite a sharp increase since the UPR debate in the number of cases of excessive force and brutal beatings on migrants and asylum seekers during pushbacks to the Serbian border. The authorities should thoroughly investigate alleged abuses committed by border officials and hold those responsible to account. Finally, it is disgraceful to see the Hungarian government accepting recommendations to combat hate speech, while the Hungarian government and high-ranking officials have openly fueled anti-migrant rhetoric. Migrants and asylum seekers have been described by officials as intruders, potential terrorists, and even Prime Minister Orban himself referred to migration as a poison. We are equally concerned that European institutions have largely remained silent in the face of these developments. Thank you, Mr. President.